It did something weird. That's all right. We're going.
Calling the G-Man?
What we call it. They're getting their shit together as we speak. What is up, everybody? Our shit is once again not really together because for some reason TikTok kicked us off again from live, but that's okay because we can just go right back on. I don't really know what the point of kicking us off is. If we could literally just re-up the next day, like it's really dumb, but here we are.
Hi.
Hi, what's up? So this is season 2, episode 14. Angels been put out to pasture, and there's a reason why.
Angels on the moon.
Yeah, who sang that song again?
And I can't see the sun. Maybe I should go. That's
Definitely not your best work.
no. It's
Angels on the moon. He's got like a weird like squeaky voice. That's right. Like one of Annie's favorite songs, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, literally. Thriving Ivory.
Thriving Ivory, yes.
Yeah.
That's one of my least favorite songs because they played it like it just came out and they played it at one of my friends' funerals. And anytime I hear it, I can't fucking like I'm just like, okay, well. Right. You know, funerals are not one of my favorite things. But
fair enough. And on that note, kids, we got a great show for you today. So we got a lot to talk about today, specifically Angel Hernandez retiring from the MLB, and really not that much fanfare, but we'll get to that. The Chinese are at it again. China no trustworthy, all that bullshit.
They no trustworthy. Fuck TikTok.
And we got more baseball and football stories as well. So quite the episode in store. Fuck TikTok, fuck you, fuck your mother, fuck everybody involved. In the meantime, Josh, what you got to drink?
Fuck all the 14-year-olds that watch TikTok. Listen, right. I got a message for you. Get on Twitch.
Yeah, because if you were already on Twitch, then we wouldn't have to be on TikTok. It wouldn't be a problem.
No shit. Yeah. Like, why do we have to reach that far? We're fucking hilarious.
Right, I totally agree with you.
I don't know. Here we are. So
stuck being hilarious on Twitch instead. That's okay.
I know. We're just like we're dead in the water. Look, go. Nah, it just choked out.
And he's got. Or what was that? Remember from last episode where we just made noises for 30 seconds?
Yeah, it was more like a minute and a half, but yeah.
Love that. What a great show. All right, we're done. Right, That's all right, nobody is entertained by that.
All right. God damn. All right. All right. God damn. You guys know who the boss is here, huh?
Yeah, it's the 5-head. It's got a mind of its own.
It is the 5-head. But hang on, let me clear off a little condensation from my eyes.
I need to put makeup on it. Like honestly, it's bigger than my face. Like kind of a big deal.
Mean, I don't know. Do you ever like look at yourself?
No. I try to avoid sad times.
Do you ever think of like coloring the top third in with a magic marker?
I could just like give myself a different hairstyle entirely.
Yeah. And then you could do like a little like squiggly, like a little like
or I could just pull the classic Harry Potter, just put a little lightning bolt up there.
Well, I've
got a lot of options.
But there we go. I'm gonna make us a drink here, kids. This is pretty standard in the
nothing like gin from a plastic bottle.
there isn't. There's nothing like cancer.
There's nothing like it. There's nothing like mud water either, but you know what?
there's nothing like cancer. And actually
cirrhosis of the liver.
No, I keep washing the bottle out and just filling it up with cheaper gin. So
oh god, you're just making it in the bathtub at this point. You're refilling the plastic bottle.
Why not?
I mean, why not? It's available.
Why not? Anyway, I guess it is. Is this going to be a good episode? I mean, you were
Dude.
too important to have it on time. So,
I mean, I'm always too important. No, I mean, it's going to be an amazing episode. We've got literally a shit ton to talk about. And we're going to talk for like an hour about how much Angel Hernandez sucks massive dick. So it's going to be amazing.
well, cheers to that. And listen, here's to all the amazing subscribers, the fantastic followers. Here's to the beautiful 5-headed bastard, my best fucking friend. And anybody else, look, if you want me to take shots, I'm getting drunk today. So hit that subscribe button and I'll take shots for you. But look,
yeah.
Let's kick this shit off right. Cheers. It's going to be a good one.
Cheers, baby. Let's do it. Also, part of the reason why the stream is at 4 today is because I have corporate tickets to the Braves game tonight. So, somebody's important.
He's important. That's all I can say.
I'm important. That's all you
I can't
can
tell
say.
You why. And the Boeing Corporation would like you to know it has nothing to do with that.
Oh, dude! Speaking of, so I texted you. I need to put that in the Discord because that shit is hilarious.
No, I saw that. I saw it.
That shit is so fun. I'll just pull it up real quick because that actually might be
that funny. That's
why. Are you kidding me? It's hilarious.
Well, it's part of the Angel Hernandez thing, but there's something that I want to address before the Angel Hernandez thing.
All right, let's address it before it. Go ahead.
And it's a concerning fact that look, you and I have actually spoken in depth at times on this podcast, but you and I've never paid for sex. You've never paid for sex, and that's in the
and that's the
way.
official story.
We,
you're like, I'm already thrown off by this shit. God
well, we've both paid for sex, but not in that tense.
We both paid each other for sex.
Well,
I mean, wait, no.
Listen, cab fare on the nightstand doesn't count. No. I just I like my TV, I like my movies, and I've been going back through some stuff, and it seems that the turn of the century in the roaring 20s, it seems that
all right, we're done. We can't top that. We might as well retire now from podcasting. That's it. That's all we gave it our best. I mean, we'll never. You got to quit while you're on top.
Let me just hang them up.
Yep. Put the gin from the plastic bottle poured back into the crystal decanter. You could end the charade. You can leave your $40 million mansion in peace.
Right. Well, I don't have that yet, but I will. But no, I just all right. So let's just say at the turn of the last century, it was basically like there was like a menu. Like you go through the drive-through at McDonald's, there was a menu. Like, all right.
Wait, at the like the bordello?
Yeah.
Also, why did bordello to me sounds like it belongs on an Italian sub? Like I've never really understood that.
Not even bordello. I mean, that's more of a Hispanic thing. But
is it? I thought it was like Italian. Is it not? Or like French or something?
I mean, Spanish and Italian are very close.
They're pretty close, but there are differences. But anyway, I've always thought, is it not a cat house, a whorehouse, a prostitution house,
a cat house? Yeah. Well, we've already touched on those names. We don't have to go there. Let's just say it's a place of business.
We're not on TikTok right now, so we can say whatever the fuck we want. There's going to be so much hate speech that they'll never pick up on.
It's a place of business. We'll just say that.
All right.
So anywho, no, they would actually have this menu. So like you would sit down to have a drink, and especially like I'm actually watching a show right now, like during Prohibition, and like you go into a said establishment and they would give you a menu because they serve food or pretended to. You could order food and then you could order booze on the little insert that they gave you, but on the flip side of that insert were the actual services that, let's say, the ladies of the evening offered. And
love it. I'm very
So
familiar with
anyway,
that, by the way.
now see, I have this on good information that those prices have flipped in the last 100 years.
Which is interesting to me.
Well, it's a story that I don't want to tell, but I could tell it. But at the same time, uh, like let's just say you flip that card and you say, all right, so a gibber, like a little hand gibber,
Yeah.
a little hand gibber would be $10.
Polishing the staff. Just
Right. And then a good ride on the saddle would be $20.
okay. I love these
But
prices, by the way. Are these
but
1920s prices?
yes, they actually are.
Oh wow, that's pretty expensive. I feel
No, it
like
is expensive. I
yeah, that
know.
must have been a really nice establishment.
You could have a full breakfast, coffee, and a slice of pie for
for like
60
5 cents.
cents.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the gibber is $10.
Whew.
But yeah, no, it's rough. But at the same time, I never understood why, like, whenever I watch any of this, why did the prices change? Because I feel like a gibber. Look, I can do it myself, and I can probably do it better than you can.
By the way, gibber is
So
their word. You can say jibba. I just love your reaction to that. I'm just laughing at you laughing. Like that was hilarious.
I hate you so much. Like,
Literally just broke the show for a solid 30 seconds.
you really
No big
did.
deal. Keep going.
Jesus Christ. I'm just saying, look, a gibber, are you kidding? Like, who's paying for that? Like, who is actually, I can do it myself. Do you want to watch? I'll charge you. Because
Right. I don't know why you would. A hand gibber, yeah. I mean, only Marilyn Manson can pull off the self blow jibba.
that's what I'm saying. Something that I cannot do to myself, I'll pay you for. But
Right.
this, watch. Like, I'll put on a show for you. Like,
I'll sell tickets. You can sit in the front row.
right. You don't have one yourself. You don't get to practice.
It's like movie theater rules. The ticket might be like $10, but the popcorn's going to be $20.
Right.
That's how we get you.
No, seriously though, like that's something I can do to myself. Why the fuck would I pay? Why would anyone pay for that? Like, why?
That's a good question,
Jesus
Josh.
Christ, dude! Just find you a fat chick and take her to the movies. Like, I don't. Like,
Right.
you might actually get more than that. But as far as the blow gibber, like it used to be more expensive by 150%. And
No,
that's because
it's like $30-$40 for a blow jibber versus the saddle ride.
the saddle ride. So let's say the saddle ride's 20.
Right.
The gibber, the blow gibber is $30-$35. Some use a premium, but
See, I don't. Is that like an STI thing? Like, did they just think you were like less likely to get in diseased something? Like, I don't like. Where does that come from?
I don't know. But I looked it up.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad you actually have an answer.
and don't worry, I used Firefox.
Okay. So Boeing can't track you. Got it.
Right. No, it's funny because now blowjobs are cheaper. Like that's the cheapest option you can find.
Usually,
It's like,
because nobody's selling hand jibbers.
but now they actually, so they're cheaper, but you have to wear a condom for a blowjob. And
You do?
that's listen. I'm learning just like you because
Sure you are.
I'm learning just like you are. And I'm like, listen,
I had to perform this field research, Philbo. You don't understand.
But first of all,
It was
let
for
me
the
just
show.
say,
I wrote
let me
it
just
off.
say, if I have to wear a condom for a gibber, you
It's
can
just
go
not gonna
fuck
happen,
yourself,
right.
literally.
I just don't
Like,
understand. I just don't understand like who is out there doing that. Like who is letting that happen?
ladies of the evening.
No, I'm not talking like the guys. Like which guy would be like,
But
yep.
okay, so what I left out is there's a premium. So you can like now, so let's just say, okay, I didn't give you the inverse cost. So let's say 1920, $10 for a hand jibber, $10 or $20 for a ride, 30
Okay.
bucks for a mouth jibber,
Okay.
and that's it. All said and done.
All right.
So like now what I
And then you can
looked
dance
up
the Charleston with her, huh?
the answers to this question. No, the answers actually troubled me, but it was more like well, most ladies of the evening now, they actually just charge by time. So we can throw that out the window.
Isn't that
But
how it works in like Amsterdam too? Like where it's legal, places where it's legal, like it's usually
no,
for a
places where it's
time.
legal, they charge by act.
Oh, they do.
Yes.
I thought it was
This
by
is
time.
no, that's in the United States because it's illegal and they're escorts. They're only giving you their time.
I gotcha.
So that's how they clear that with the feds. I don't know. And they telling you for giving them cocaine. I don't know.
What a wonderful system we have.
What a wonderful world.
Yeah, that's another good question. Did Louis Armstrong like have ALS his entire career? Because like I don't know why the fuck he's out there, like he just sounds like
It's not entertaining.
it's I mean he could play the trumpet, I guess, or the trombone or whatever the fuck he played. That was about it. Can you imagine?
Skies are blue.
I mean, to be honest with you, like nowadays he'd just be an auto-tuned rapper, so like sounds pretty much the fucking same.
Flowers blooming too.
You know what we should, as a joke, we should just auto-tune him. Like that would be fucking hilarious, just to see what it comes out like.
And
Because I'd be curious.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Like, damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Anywho, so
Back on track.
I realized that like so the ladies of the evening that are charging by the deed in America are like the down the road street hustlers that they just come up to the window and you say what you want. Anywho, I came across some rough figures and
I found them lying on the street. Somebody left their pocketbook.
Let's just say there's a spray painted blue meat shop right here, and then
there's a strip club on the other side, and then there's somewhere in between.
there's something called leather and lace over here, and in between. No, the going rate is between like 60 and 80 for a blowy, right?
Damn, inflation hit hard. I thought it used to be 50.
Well,
if prostitution can't outdo inflation, then what the fuck?
I'm just saying they should literally eat it, right? Oh, did that get you?
I literally just spit my water when you said that.
Did that get you?
Woo!
Oh, I got tears out of my eyes. We gotta get off this topic. We gotta get off this topic.
Dude, that was fucking perfect. That was fucking perfect. I'm sorry. I'm back.
So anyway, but what I was reading is they offer. All right.
God, that was fucking good. That was fucking good, man. You broke me. You broke the shit out of me.
It's like all top 10, right?
Woo. Oh God! All right, let's keep going.
I knew you liked this topic for some reason.
Well, there's something to talk about. What can I do?
If we don't bring up blowjobs at least once an episode,
I mean, we're not even doing the show right.
Are we dicking around at all?
Absolutely not.
Anyway, there's a premium that they offer, which is called a BBBJ.
The best Billy Bob job.
It's a bareback blow jibber. Which means,
why is it bareback?
Because if you pay them an extra $20, you don't have to wear a condom.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I get it, I guess. But
Do
like
you?
is
Like, so then why have the standard at all? Is it just to get the extra money, or are you really scared of
right. Well, that's
hepatitis?
that's that's the thing is like I mean, yeah, just charge $80 then. It's
I'm
like
just
or
saying
charge $100.
an extra $20 is gonna get rid of whatever the fuck you get.
And also, it's like what guy is out there like what guy is out there on the streets rolls
You're
up with
broken, kid.
just because I'm thinking about this to myself. What guy is out there on the streets? He rolls up. He's got $60 in his pocket, and she goes, "Well, it's $80. It's $80 if you want to do it without the condom." And he's
If
like,
not, we gotta go to CVS.
"Right." And he just goes home disheveled and defeated. Because he's like, damn it, I don't have it in the budget to swing those extra $20.
I didn't have 75 cents for a Magnum condom, and I
Right.
also didn't have 20 to go without.
Right.
Like,
It just didn't work out that way, boys. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, like, it's ridiculous. Like, it's the sex trade in America. We need reform. I need everyone listen up.
Right.
We need reform.
Right.
Let's all get together. Let's put our minds together. Listen, McDonald's knows how to sling a goddamn hamburger. Let's learn how to sling some pussy in
I
America.
don't know. Does McDonald's know how to sling a hamburger?
No, it sucks so bad.
I was gonna say. So I mean, if McDonald's is gonna be the gold standard for civilization, then we need a different metric entirely.
Agreed. Okay, let's go with Dairy Queen.
Did Dairy Queen know how to make a blizzard? Goddamn right they do.
Yeah, and they know how the add-ons work too.
Right, exactly. They know how to nickel and dime you when it counts.
Yeah, when you add toppings and
Right.
you add ingredients to a blizzard.
Yeah. It goes from like $7 to like $25 real fucking quick.
Right, but they include the condoms.
Right. Dairy Queen is great about including the condoms. Oh god, what a great topic! All right, so Angel Hernandez.
Speaking of dick sucking,
woo! Yeah, I mean, talking about not just dick sucking, but professional dick sucking. That guy did it for years. He's been a major league umpire since 1991. He's literally
he's been a professional umpire since like 1982.
Right, which only goes to show. So here's the crazy thing that I didn't even know. Statistically, he's not even the worst umpire, but I'd say, which is like crazy to me. It's like if there's worse umpires than him, like we just need to cut them all and start over.
Well, that's because statistically speaking, and I think the statistics that you're referring to is him as a home plate umpire.
Right.
Yeah, no, trust me, he lurks around. Like he'll show up at third base, he'll show up at second base, he'll show up at first base, and then
he'll show up. He's not even on the crew. He just slinks out of the fucking.
He'll just show up and call you racist, and then call Freddie Freeman out at first base.
Jesus,
even though he beat it by 2 strides.
Right, exactly. Now, what's funny about that is what's funny about that too is I forgot what I was gonna say. No, but he's finally retired. He's finally out to pasture. Hence the title of the show. I saw.
And I'll say to him what I said to Nick Saban: "Go fuck yourself. Happy retirement."
Right. Well, I remember what I was gonna say. So I feel like statistically, like if there was a stat for really big fuck ups. We'll call it the RBFU stat.
We'll call it. I mean, baseball doesn't have enough stats.
It doesn't. I feel like has anybody even analyzed the sport? Like
you wanted a shield stat. This is a shield stat.
Yeah. What was it? So I looked up. I told you I looked up the Noble Tiger stat, and I couldn't find it. Nobody's talking about it.
Yeah, it's a thing.
There's like one guy on like one Reddit thread was like Noble Tiger exists, and then nobody else has talked about it. I haven't seen it anywhere.
It's not an official stat. It's one of those that we just keep tabs on.
We just lurk.
No outs, bases loaded. What is it? No outs, bases loaded. Something team out. I don't know.
Yeah. It's something about like
No,
And then they don't score, basically.
No
right?
outs, bases loaded. They don't get an easy out.
Right.
Or an easy run.
Right. Yeah, there is. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Something like that. Anyway, but so
it's like the sword stat. So let's make the shield stat.
right.
So
The shield stat
this fucking guy
sucks
like,
at home plate and infield everywhere.
But
Lose
he
your
also
dickhead. That's the shield stat.
No, he pisses off good players, bad players, ignorant players,
managers,
good managers, bad
fans.
managers, fans. He throws fans out of the stands. Like,
did he actually do that? Because I could totally see that happening.
And
does he even have the power to do that?
He's also you remember we spoke about JT Real Muto getting kicked or getting tossed. He that was the first time ever. The only other time he's ever been tossed was by OAH.
the Cuban wonder.
Yeah, this fucking guy.
I wonder if it's like he sought asylum out in the 80s or something, and like Castro chemically castrated his eyes or something.
Right. Tony Montana was already dead.
Right. He was like, now I'm in Miami. The only thing I can do is a shit ton of cocaine, but I'm going to do it through my eyeballs.
Right. I'm just going to rub cocaine in my eyeballs and then umpire a baseball game.
And then he proceeded to do that for the next 40 years.
Right. I mean, look, once you do it twice in a row, you're pretty much hooked.
All of a sudden you realize like how much more alert and ready you are for each and every game.
Right. Woo! Let's play some baseball, boys.
Jesus Christ.
No. Yeah. He's just universally disliked by everyone.
He's the worst umpire ever.
No, he's like that one guy. Like he's that one guy that you know in a friend group and nobody really knows who he's friends with. He just keeps showing up to different parties and events and shows up at the bar and you're like, who the fuck is this guy? And then everybody's like, oh my God, can we just go play pool? Can we squeeze him out? And then he just shows up. He's like, let me show you how to play some 9-ball.
Right. And then proceeds to sink one ball in the next 25 minutes.
Right. No. And then he scuffs all the cues up and just fucking like all
scratches the table like 12 times.
Yeah. All the chalk that was on the table, he throws away. Like,
just like, I bet you I can throw this in the trash can from here. And then
I will say my biggest bone to pick with Mr. Angel Hernandez is that he made me agree with Dick Suck. Like I've never in my life agreed with Bryce Dick Suck Harper, anything he's ever done or anything he's ever said. But God damn it. Like he didn't swing at the pitch. And it was a 3-2 pitch. He didn't swing at the fucking pitch. And it wasn't even close. And why they had to go to third base is beyond me. Like the crew chief was behind home plate. Why don't you just make the fucking call and send him to first base? But then he says something, and immediately as he says something, he gets tossed. I'm like, no, that's not how this works. Like, guess what? If you do a little work and you've been talking shit and you've been talking shit and you've been talking shit, and then this happens, then you get tossed. But guess what? He hadn't, and he didn't. And then everything he said was correct. He's like, you goddamn motherfucker. I'm so tired of playing in games where you're here. Like, get the fuck off third base, get your head out of your fucking ass, and actually make some right calls. Like, it doesn't come down to you, which I fucking hate it, but he's right. Like, this is a $500 million man talking to a guy that makes $500 a game. Like, get your fucking thumbprint off the game. Get your head out of your ass and just make some fucking calls, right?
Yeah, well, guess what? We don't have to do with that anymore. Is that the Bryce Harper clip we have?
No.
I was gonna say I don't think that was him in that. That was Angel in that clip.
This is him on somebody else. But
Okay.
no,
But guess what? We do have a Bryce Harper clip in case you kids were wondering.
In case you kids were wondering who's getting a chop this episode.
Well, I guess actually, you know what we should
Hernandez, do? You get a retirement chop.
Yeah, I think we should. That? I think it's. You know what? I just realized we should put him in the Hall of Fame.
Who?
Angel Hernandez.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, in the Dick Hall of Fame, absolutely.
No, absolutely not.
You're like, there's a negative to the Hall of Fame. You know that, right?
He will not. No, there is a. I mean, if you want to put him in as the negative,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying we put him in. I'm not saying we put him in the Dick Hall of Fame because he's got a massive cock.
He might.
He definitely doesn't.
I don't know.
No, I'm saying we put him in the Hall of Fame because for the negative.
You know, he's got a set of nuts on him though.
Does he? Is he behind the plate like Burt Ward, like wrapping it around, just hitting Bryce Harper with it in between pitches?
Listen, this is a big difference. Just because you have big balls doesn't mean you have a big dick.
I guess you're right about that. I mean, he does have massive balls because he didn't give a fuck who he would fight with. That's for damn sure.
I mean, he went toe to toe with Bobby Cox a couple times.
Right.
So you want to talk about balls, like testosterone going at it.
Right.
And he also, I mean, he had the balls to, like, he knows he's a shitty umpire. And how the fuck he ever ended up in that position, that's beyond me. I can't justify that. I'm sorry. If somebody can speak up and somebody can give me, like, just give me 3 games in a row where he was behind home plate and above 90% accuracy.
I don't even think that's possible with him. There's not even there's no way in hell that even exists.
I might sign off on it. But at the same time, he had big enough balls to sue Major League Baseball because he was a bad umpire. They didn't allow him to officiate.
Dude, that's the craziest fucking part too.
Like in any postseason games, and it wasn't based on anything. It wasn't based on merit. It wasn't based on anything but race. And he called MLB racist. And then, like, everybody, like, even look, us, like, we're pale white kids. Like, we're looking around like, what the fuck's going on? And
right, exactly.
Like, hang on. I believe 60% of the MLB is comprised of Hispanic players. It's like, we're if you want to speak race, like, how many Hispanic people do you know in the NBA or in the NFL?
1 million.
All right.
By the way, we're live on TikTok now. I figured out.
All right. Well, I got to tone down the hate speech.
Yeah, it's a good thing we just in time.
Right on cue.
Right. Exactly.
No, I'm serious. Like, it's like the most ludicrous thing anyone's ever said is you don't allow me to do this because I'm racist. And by the way, the thing that we never talked about is, not only was it debunked, but they actually countersued him and won.
Right, which is pretty wild. I don't know. So when did that even take effect in the first place? That countersue, because I don't even know. Like, I don't even remember how long ago he sued them.
It's been a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
I think it was like 2010 or 2011.
Yeah, it was a long fucking time ago.
It was a long time ago.
But what came out of that is he didn't get fired. So, like, I don't understand. Like, how did they not put that into the countersuit? Like, I would be like, you're the fuck out of here. I know the collective bargaining is super strong in the MLB, but like, come on.
Well, they have their own union too.
I know. It's a big deal.
That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's like the NCAA with football. It's like, why do you exist and what are you doing for the sport?
Exactly.
Nothing. But anyway, Angel Hernandez. I don't know if I can just give a statement. Angel Hernandez, I hope you die, and I hope you die soon. And and you did nothing good for the sport of baseball. You did nothing good for mankind. You've done. I'm sure you're a shitty father, and you're also.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Getting a little personal there.
Just
does he even have kids? Did somebody procreate with him? I'm surprised he actually found his way into the procreation hole. Let's
into a vagina. Like, he's more of a condom blowjob guy,
right? Oh, absolutely, he's a condom blowjob guy.
He's a condom
if anybody's been a condom blowjob guy in their entire fucking life, it's fucking Angel Hernandez, 100%, like without a doubt. Yeah. Enough said.
Enough said.
I do want to pull up a couple of great jokes that were made about Angel. One of the ones that I saw was, and this was like a comment that was going around on different forums and shit. Reports are coming out that Angel his retirement came out after a meeting with top MLB officials. They were questioning his ability to see and comprehend correctly. Angel got so worked up that he stormed out and slammed the door behind himself. It took Angel 10 minutes to realize he was in the closet. His announcement of retirement came soon after. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
I know. I know you thought it was hilarious.
It is hilarious. It's pretty fucking funny. It's definitely not as funny though, and I'm not a big fan of this website, but
don't mention them. We're on TikTok now. Don't mention them.
It came from a website that rhymes with Sataton C. Otherwise, they'll deplatform us in a heartbeat. They'll be like, "How dare you have a viewpoint?" Even though mine doesn't necessarily align with theirs. But anyway, point being, retired. I love this headline, and this is perfect for the fucking podcast because we spent episode after episode calling out Boeing. I mean, getting in line with what Boeing has said from a corporate standpoint because they are great corporate overlords.
I was about to say we've been whipped and whipped and whipped. It's not.
The fact that we're still breathing now is a testament to how much we love Boeing.
To how much ammo and weaponry we have.
We would suck Boeing's cock without a condom. 100%.
Well, we would have to.
I mean, well, they would give us the illusion of the choice.
They would not pay a premium.
Yeah, maybe we'd get lucky. But anyway,
I don't know why you like that so much.
I do love it. It's fucking. It's pretty fucking funny. So the headline is, we don't have to go to the story because the headline sums it up. Retired Angel Hernandez gets a new job inspecting planes for Boeing. I'm sorry, it's just gold, dude. It's fucking hilarious. Like, funny. If you've been alive the last fucking 2 years, then you know that the fucking Boeing planes have just been falling apart left and right. Cockpits, somehow is like the only thing that's been maintained, but engine cowlings, doors blown off airplanes. Pretty sure the wheels are fucking flying off and shit. It's a little ridiculous. Nobody's got a good fucking idea of what's happening on that front. So I just love the concept of their new fucking inspector is going to be the most blind umpire in the history of baseball.
I mean,
it just kind of pulls it all together. It's pretty fucking funny.
It's memey, Like I don't know. Like, did I not give my final statement? I'll give my final statement on Angel Hernandez again.
Do it. just don't call out his family again, please. That's the only thing I don't want you to do.
I'm calling them all out. You guys are the ones responsible for this. You guys should have smothered him in his sleep, like he was a whistleblowing Boeing employee.
Should have let him drown in the bathtub on the way to Florida.
You guys should have killed him in a Best Western right outside of Charleston.
Best Western. That was the best way it was going to happen. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I mean, look, give him the best day of his life. Just take him to a minor league game. Let him argue with the umpires. Like,
right.
Let him actually make some like sour calls himself, and then like take him out to eat the worst food of all time that I'm sure he enjoys, and sing him "Sweet Caroline" until he goes to sleep, and then. And then just
tell him about the time he threw Bryce Harper out of a game for doing absolutely nothing, and just tell him to recall it that he looks off in the distance. Right.
The only time that Bryce Harper didn't deserve to be tossed from a game, you tossed him out of a game, and
somebody's got
God damn you for that. No, look over there. Look, is that a rainbow?
Is that Bryce Harper? Yeah, done.
Wait. Is that a strike or a ball?
I mean, I think the most, you know how like in those movies like oh god, Minority Report, where they just like put the people on ice for like 1,000 years or whatever, like that's their sentence. Okay, well, there's movies and shows where like the sci-fi concept is like you put people away on like you put them in suspended animation for like a set amount of time instead of the death sentence or something. So we would just do that. We put him in the Matrix, and it's just him reliving all of his worst calls over and over again.
Right. And then he wakes up and he's cured of all his ways. He understands the air, and he's like, I can be the greatest umpire baseball's ever seen. And then Bryce Harper unthaws beside him and shoots him in the head.
Just whacks him with the baseball bat over and over again. He's been dead for like 45 minutes, and is like just keeps going and going.
Yeah, it's just pulp, blood, and piss. Like that's it.
Woo!
Oh, Angel Hernandez.
You will not be forgotten, sir.
Oh,
you will not be missed. You will not be missed, but you will not be forgotten.
You have put your thumbprint on the fucking game. I promise you that.
I gotta put him in the Hall of Fame real quick. You ready?
Are you gonna bring up a picture of him at least?
100%. Am I gonna bring up a picture of him? I mean, why not do it?
I mean, if you're gonna put him in the Hall of Fame, I said no, but you clicked the button, so I listened to you, I guess.
Hold on, let's go to. I don't need I just want Angel Hernandez in the pictures. Look at that! Look at this guy! Look at this guy! Responsible for crimes against humanity. Would it be funny if like The Hague puts out like a warrant for his arrest?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Look at this guy. All right, here, let's cue the music, baby. Cue the music. I gotta pull it up. It's the whole thing. I don't even know where the music is. I do know where it is. It's in here somewhere. I did not come prepared. Okay. Oops. And all right. Bam. Welcome, Angel. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. You kind of get the Lifetime Achievement Award. You know, like the Jackie Chan Lifetime Achievement Award for sucking the most dick.
You get the Toys R Us Lifetime Achievement Award.
Toys R Us. Oh, that's too funny. Woo!
Oh, goodness.
All right, well, I guess that sums up the Angel Hernandez portion of the podcast. We're only 45 minutes in. I told you it would take 45 minutes. I wasn't lying.
Well, the dick suckings took like 20 minutes.
That's true. Well, priorities.
Priorities.
So yeah, so let's do. What did we say we were going to do next? Brought to you by. All right, let's talk about you. Let's talk about Bryce Harper getting thrown out of this game 3 years ago, and your hate for John Boy Media. I shouldn't say your hate, but your strong dislike.
Well, that also wasn't 3 years ago. That was like 3 days ago. But
no, I thought you said 3 years ago.
No, that just happened.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna mute you. Actually, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. I gotta set everything up first, and then I can switch back.
I know you're still upset about the dick suckings. I get it.
I'm still reeling from the "eat it" comments. It's really what's happening.
I know you like that one.
Oh god! All right, so I'm gonna jack everything up. I'm gonna have to mute you, Josh, starting now. So the actually, hold on. Set me up real quick, and then I'll mute you. Give us the background.
All right, so the background is what you're about to hear is it's a Phillies commentary. It's I guess their TV broadcast, but they're so upset because Bryce Harper gets kicked out of the game. They said it's too early because it's the top of the first inning. But at the same time, he does something that no other player ever fucking does. And that's the second strike he didn't like, and he said one thing and whatever. And then he swings at a 12-6 Uncle Charlie, like swings out of his fucking britches, and then stands there through the entire commercial break, taking off his I almost said something, but taking like changing out of his like he's slowly turning into the Philly fanatic, but like changing out of his goofy ass gear and taking his gloves off, but the whole time talking shit to the home plate umpire. You can't do that. So
as it turns out.
But let's hear their commentary.
All right, I have muted you now. Thank you for the background. Desktop audio is way up. Let's give it a whole listen here. All right. So you can see here. So he doesn't like the pitch, although I think it is actually a strike. If we went back to the box there, swings and misses on strike 3. This is where he gets upset. Throws the helmet down. He's like, fuck. So here's what's gonna happen though. They're gonna go to commercial break, and the entire time he's sitting there arguing with the umpire.
Trying to discuss the problem with the umpires. The home plate umpire Brian Walsh threw him out of the game. After a few moments when we went to break, he threw his helmet down. He was fined for that. He already been fined for throwing his helmet there. And then Bryce, it didn't look like it was all that heated. It was strike 2 that he was upset about. So it's just way too early if you're the umpire to do this.
He was just having a conversation with him, and that's you have to have some feel for the game.
Yeah, you have to be able to argue balls and strikes. Like the Phillies commentators are like, come on, you got to be able to sit there and argue with the home plate umpire like a total asshole for 45 minutes while throwing your shit around the fucking grass and shit.
He just said you can't do that to the home plate umpire, which obviously he can do it, but it's just early in the game to do something like that.
I love these Philly commentators, man. Full on defense mode. All right, let's bring Josh back. I gotta fix the fucking desktop audio real fast there, Cowboy. So you don't come roaring back like a crazy person. All right, and you are back.
All right, so you didn't show the video.
I didn't.
No.
I thought I did.
No,
right.
You could hear it, but you couldn't see it.
Okay, well, we're just gonna pretend like we could. I guess we'll go back to it real quick, and you can actually see it this time, and we'll do it without the audio.
Just show it without the audio, but at the same time, you get why I was upset with that. Like,
yeah, 100%, 100%.
No,
I remember I saw this too. I don't know what I thought it was.
Bryce Harper can't do that. Like that's like he said you can't do that. No, he can because he let you jaw for too fucking long.
Right. Seriously, he's just sitting there.
And then like that pitch, I mean,
that's a nasty pitch, first of all.
That's a good pitch.
Right.
And
especially on an 0-2 count.
Look, but that's also like no, that's a 0-1 count.
What was 0-2? They swung.
No, you're talking about the Uncle Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm behind you a little bit, but no, the 0-2 that he was mad about, that was a fucking strike. Like,
yeah.
Sorry.
Well, it wasn't a strike actually, but he called it a strike. That's the more important part. Is that
right, but then you don't get to do that though.
Right, you don't get to fucking throw a hissy fit at the fucking plate for 45 minutes. You just don't. Did
you notice the shit that he's wearing though? Like he's literally turning into the Philly fanatic.
He's got the neon gloves on. Like, I got this, guys. I got this.
And the headband, like it looks like a Nerds Blizzard threw up on his head. Like
it looks like the Nerds Blizzard put on the condom for the blow jibber.
Right. Trust me, ladies or gentlemen. I don't know what he's into, but you're gonna want to use a condom for the jibber. Like
you're gonna want to use a condom with Bryce Harper in every situation. I don't care what it is.
Listen, this is a situation where you bring your own because he's already like poked holes in it. Because
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't trust that shit.
Nobody's ever gonna procreate with this man. But no, dude, it's so ridiculous at this point. Like, usually I'll take the stance on the player over the umpire usually, but in Bryce Harper just does like the most egregious shit. And by the way, I put something else on Discord too. You don't necessarily have to bring it up. You can bring it up real quick, but he's also been thrown out the most of any active player, and it's not even close.
He's yeah, 100%. Well, he's a complete
been,
asshole.
He's been tossed 21 times in his career.
That's a lot. That's a lot of getting tossed.
Now,
for a player.
Now, if you're a manager, that's different.
Right. That's weak sauce. You better. Those are rookie numbers.
Yeah. No, you've only been in the league for a few years, huh?
Yeah.
But 21 times in your career, dude. I think he's younger than I am.
Let's see. Bryce Harper age. 31. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
by a shot, right?
So that's an average of. Let's say he's been active. He was active. I don't remember. He went to college, right? So he played at.
I don't remember where he played.
Hold on.
No, he came in the league early.
Harper. Let's just do professional career. So let's go. I don't know. Let's go to his Wikipedia page.
I think he was a youngin.
College career. Enrolled to the College of Southern Nevada. Okay, hold on. Where he was a catcher. He may have been drafted when he was 18th. Hold on, I love this part of the Wikipedia article. On June 2nd that year, Harper was ejected from an National Junior College World Series game by home plate umpire Don Gilmore for disputing a called third strike. Wow. There's a long fucking line of this happening. Harper drew a line in the dirt with his bat as he left the plate, presumably to show where he thought the pitch was. He's got a long fucking career of being a complete asshole, as it turns out.
As it turns out, when he was a mere pup,
right,
he was still disrespectful.
Jesus Christ. So first overall selection for the 2010 minor league or Major League Baseball draft. So, let's look at his. Does he have like career stats? Let's just go to career stats.
No, hang on. Is it not on Discord? Because I put it up there. I thought
his career stats.
No, ejection stats.
I don't think so. No, I don't see ejection stats.
I'll put it up.
I do love the Did we do? Is that from last week? Yeah, that was from last. I love the one where he just throws out. The umpire just throws out somebody.
Dude,
like that might be the best. Good. That might be like the best video of all time. Like that shit's hilarious.
That's worse than Angel Hernandez.
Did we not? I don't think we talked about it last week, did we?
No, we didn't.
Okay, you want to do that one real quick because that's great.
No, it was after last week.
Oh, that's right. It was.
But it's also John Boy.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to get over it. I'm sorry, John Boy's still amazing. People are allowed to be fans of other teams and people that you don't agree with. As it turns out, I'm sorry to break the news to you.
Then that means that we also have to talk about the unwritten rules before we're done.
We don't have to talk. No, we don't have time for that shit. We can't have a 45-minute conversation with 40 minutes left in the show. So I'm sorry. We're just gonna have to watch the funny videos and laugh. Like the monkeys that the audience wants us to. No, the shit, what was I about to pull up? I was looking at something else too. You got me all fucked up, Josh. What were we just talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, Bryce Harper. So yeah, but anyway, so he's been ejected a shit ton. So that's basically where I was getting with that is that's 2 ejections a year. Every year for his entire career.
I mean, that's pretty big.
That's pretty fucking bad. That's pretty fucking bad is what that is.
Yeah, I mean, when you actually consider, normal players and what they do, like let's just take I mean, if we're talking about all-stars and people that can do shit, let's talk about Austin Riley. How often does he get tossed from a game?
Never.
I don't know if he's ever been tossed from a game.
Right, he may not have ever been.
Matt Olson. How often is he tossed from a game?
Doesn't ring a bell.
It's not a normal thing.
Right, exactly.
Like, but with Bryce Harper, and look, the Phillies, they have the best record in majors right now, right?
Yeah, they do.
And,
unfortunately.
Well, it'll sort itself out. Don't worry.
It will.
But
we haven't even played half the games yet.
I know, but they're all excited.
I mean, let the kids be happy.
It's kind of cute.
I mean, if anything we've learned was the last 3 seasons, the number 1 seed hasn't won the World Series, so it doesn't mean anything.
Right. That's why I would rather the Braves go in as a wild card. But,
right. Because apparently that's the key to winning the World Series these days is be the wild card. Because then you don't stop playing, and for somehow that makes you better.
You just keep playing.
Right.
So
exactly.
I don't know. It's not that weird because I mean, if you do the same thing every day for I don't know 9 months, 8 months, if you do the same thing every day and then you stop for a month, it'll affect you.
Right.
But if you keep doing it, then I don't know. Who's to say?
Who's to say? I mean, we'll just have to fucking see at the end of the season too how many times he's ejected this year as well.
It's such a long season.
Like, there's so many more chances for him to get ejected.
It's a long season. Like he can suck so many dicks with condoms on between now and then.
All right, let's go back to this. Let's go back to this one. I got to do the desktop audio again for this. I'm sorry, Josh. So I'm gonna have to mute you. But I love this one. We got to get to this. We're just gonna make it a baseball episode at this point. So that's just where we're fucking at. Let me pull the filter back up. All right, and this time I'll let you look at it too. Promise. So great John Boy clip here. It's a little bit long, so we'll go a little bit further. All right, here we go.
Bit of a doozy. Strike 1, low. Batter doesn't like it. Strike 2, kind of the same spot. Batter doesn't like it again.
You can call that a strike if you want. It's not the end of the world.
Got to tell the dugout.
Umpire's talking over the dugout.
He's over it. No more. No more. You don't want to know? You don't want to know where it was? Okay. And then you got bench coach coming down the line. Hey, break it up. Break it up. Umpire hears that. Out. You're done. Out of here. Who? I love that. They both turn their head. Who? In unison. Who got ejected? And then.
So the whole point of this, I got to skip along through some of this. So he throws somebody. He doesn't like the fact that they're chirping at him in the dugout.
Who?
He has no idea who he throws out of the game. He just turns and throws somebody out of the game. Has no fucking idea who it is.
Whoever it was.
And I love the Marlins. Marlins managers. Woo. I mean, John Boy calls him an owl like 5 fucking times.
Player. Any position, whatever, whoever you.
I love that part too. Any position player? You just want me to pick somebody? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Somebody's going. Who? Just gotta pick someone. Pick somebody.
I'm sorry, it's hilarious because you can't make this shit up. It's really fucking funny.
It would probably
it's way too long of a clip, so we can't sit here and watch it for 45 minutes. But hold on, Josh, I'm bringing you back in just a second. I fucking love this clip. It's fucking hilarious. It's just gold, man. I mean, you gotta know who the fuck you're tossing out of the game. It's just the way that the game works. You're back. Your thoughts?
Hi.
What's it like to be cut out of your own podcast?
Well, I've got a few thoughts. Number one, the episode name is right in the blank.
Well, I changed it, so I don't know why it does that. It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll change it later.
I don't know. You gave me too much time to search around, but
dangerous.
No, as far as that goes, I mean, look, do me a favor because we will talk about it. We're going to make it a baseball podcast anyway.
It's already a baseball podcast.
bring up the unwritten rules and we'll talk about that as I talk about this.
All
look,
right.
The umpires, much like Angel Hernandez, sometimes look, they're human. Sometimes they get upset, and sometimes they get enough. They get enough like jawing from one side or the other or both, and then they just take action. And when they do, usually it's pretty flat on the table. Like, you shut the fuck up, say one more thing and you're out. But this time it was like, I'm just tired of fucking hearing it. I'm tired of hearing a dugout. I'm tired of hearing a dugout. And he just said, no, you're fucking gone. and then
which is great.
And then when Schumacher comes out, he's just like, who the fuck's gone? Who? Me? Who's gone?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no, not you, somebody else.
Right.
It's like, but when put to the task, like he should have literally just looked and said, number 55, that dick sucking motherfucker's out. Like he literally,
exactly.
you gotta be decisive.
Right.
And then, but for the fact that the crew, he went to the crew chief, and the crew chief was like, he got somebody. I need somebody.
He's like, he did it. I mean, we can't go back in time here.
He's like, he did it. I can't make him look bad, because if I do that, then
Well, it's not even that. It's once he throws somebody out of the game, somebody has to leave.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But they actually can
that's
go
the
back
written
on
rule.
that. No, they can go back on that.
I don't think they could.
No, the crew chief can overturn any decision on the field.
Gotcha.
And when he said, I need somebody, that just means, okay, well, donuts and coffee are going to be tough if you don't give me somebody. Like it's not going to be fun later on when we're sipping whiskey and getting our dick sucked with condoms on. Like it's going to be a tough night for me. So look,
God.
Like we can't hang out with the players. Like they hang out with the fine bitches. We get the fatties upstairs. Like we gotta have donuts and coffee.
We get the umpire reject bitches. It's a whole thing.
Right. It's the whole thing. Don't make it harder on me, Skip. Don't make it harder on me, Skip. Give me somebody. Like,
oh God.
But the fact that nobody knew. But then when they actually look, I fucking hate the Marlins, but I hate them less and less the more that they suck. But the fact that they panned over to the dugout and everybody was like pointing in different directions, like it was him.
Right. It's there's a scene from a movie like that too, and I fucking forget what it is too. But they're just like, it was you, it was me. It's like the reverse Spartacus.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Huh? No, that was classic. But the fact that Schumacher, he was like, well, just you want me? I'll take it.
Right.
And he's like, I'm the only one that's talking. He's like, no, not you. I need somebody else.
Any position player. I fucking love that.
Any position player. So taking someone off the field.
Right. He's like, no, I'm not going to do that. That's not how this works.
He's like, no. And then at least the crew chief was like, I think it was your bench coach. He's like, he didn't even fucking say anything.
Right.
He was telling him to break it up. He's like, yeah, but I need him. He's got to go. And honestly, for me, that was the best decision out of any of those hard R stupid decisions.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The crew chief knew he doesn't matter.
Yeah, just get him out of here.
he's handing out Gatorade and bubble gum. Just let him go.
He's handing out condoms for later. Just let him go. Just let him go.
Right. And those are the good condoms we don't have access to.
Right, exactly.
No, he made the right decision, I think, because instead of washing his buddy down the shore, running him over with a bus, and then lighting him on fire, he just said, somebody's got to go. I think it's the most worthless person in the dugout. So,
and it's that guy.
Right. But the fact that Skip Schumacher actually took up and said, no, it's not him. Why is it him? He's just clapping.
Right. Exactly.
That shows me why he should not have won that Manager of the Year award. He should have been like, yeah, no, you're right. No, he's gone.
Yeah. 100%.
Hey, Jorge, toodle fucking ooh. That's it. Your night's over. I'll send the condoms up.
Yeah, and to be fair, the whole situation, I mean, the crew chief was just not, I mean, he was between a rock and a hard place. But to your point, yeah, he definitely made the right fucking call. Because, what the fuck else are you going to do?
I rarely take up for umpires, but this is the time. And he was like, well, I need somebody. Somebody's got to go.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
somebody was talking shit. This little fucking ass wipe is upset, and he's gonna fuck up my entire night. So, like, I need somebody. Give me somebody.
Right.
And I don't
Somebody's
need
gotta
a.
go.
He's not the one that set a position player. That was the home plate guy.
Right, exactly.
And by the way, that's hard or stupid to say. Just a position player. What the fuck do you mean? Like,
yeah, exactly. What do you mean just a position? What the fuck? What does that even mean?
well,
Makes
that
no
means
sense.
like, well, you could toss a pitcher and just bring another one in, but
Could you toss a pitcher that was like in the bullpen? Like, could you just be like, fuck that, he's gone, get rid of him, bring somebody else in?
well, that's
Make it worth my
basically what he
while.
that's basically what he was saying is make it worth
Right.
my while. Like,
Right.
somebody that's on the active card, get the fuck out of here.
Right, exactly. Otherwise, what the fuck is the point?
Dude, look, umpires are fucking babies, but at least there are guys out there that are reasonable that can, like, we can come to some sort of an understanding. Even if you're blind with rage and you want to get kicked out yourself or take up for your players, even like he was a big enough man to say, nah, just give me the bench coach. Like, give me the bench
Right.
coach. It was you were talking shit. He's like,
Right.
I wasn't talking shit. No, you were. Listen, blink twice if you understand me.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. It's like a Stockholm syndrome situation. Like,
look,
you gotta understand, man.
Right? You gotta get it. You gotta
Yeah.
understand. Like, the bubble gum can hand itself out.
Right, exactly.
But
So
you got the unwritten rules up?
I do have them up. So this is per Wikipedia, which doesn't seem to have everything, but there's a lot of unwritten rules. So I think this kind of gets this kind of hits this kind of gets the hits right here. So most important ones. So we'll go from the top here. There's only like 15 or so total on this list, but
there's
some of these are some that I kind of forgot about, like, because they don't ever really happen anyway.
Right,
so
like walking in front of the catcher.
Right, like nobody does that shit.
Yeah, you just don't do it.
Right, exactly. So here's the first one: do not bunt to break up a no hitter. Which, yeah, you do that, you're a dick.
Yeah.
There's
Go
no
fuck
getting around
yourself.
that. Right, exactly.
And John Boy backed that up, and he said, "No, it's okay."
He said it's okay to bunt to break up a no hitter.
Yep.
No, he didn't say that.
He did.
No, he did not. He didn't say that specifically. It's not what he said. You're upset because he doesn't agree with the unwritten rules, but I guarantee you, if he knew that was an unwritten rule, he would take an exception to that, because that's kind of that's just an entire
episode. He did an entire episode about unwritten rules,
and he said specifically in that episode, "Nah, fam."
Yep.
All right. Do not swing on a 3-0 count when your team is comfortably ahead. I mean, I don't really follow that one, because
I disagree with that.
Yeah, I don't think that one's not really that important, to be honest with you.
I mean, Acuna and Tatis put that one to bed.
Right. That one got put to bed, like, honestly, like 5 to 10 years before they even came in the show. So,
but they're the ones like actually showboating after it.
Yeah, they're the ones fucking rubbing it in. As it turns out,
another unwritten rule.
Another unwritten rule is don't talk about the unwritten rules. Do not swing on a.
If it's your first night, you have to fight.
Right. Do not spend your time admiring a home run you hit. This one has a gray area. Like, you can't spend 45 minutes at the fucking batter's box. Whoa. But you could, I mean, this one, you could take like a solid 5-ish seconds. Like anything
so you can't be Ronald Acuna Jr.
No, you can't, because then they'll hit you. The Marlins will hit you every at bat for the next 13 games.
And you'll tear your ACL 45 times over the next 2 seasons.
Right, exactly. So it's a whole thing. So don't do that. Yeah. I mean, there's a gray area with that one, though, for sure. Do not steal bases if your team is ahead by a significant amount. This one kind of is like this, in line with the second one. Like, not
Well, it's
terribly
usually
important.
like that rule, like the unwritten rule, like that one, the 3-0 count, they typically go into effect after, I believe, the 6th inning, like the last third of the outing.
Right. But I think but stealing is like, I get like that it is a stat thing, and like some guys like want to do it for stats, but for the most part, stealing is situational, and most people aren't doing that anyway. Like,
All right, so the guy on the John Boy podcast that I do agree with is most of the unwritten rules are defending a pitcher that's usually a child or a baby. Like that's how they act. So if if you scorch them, then they're upset, so they're gonna hit you next time. Like it's keeping you in line by saying, I'm gonna throw a 99-mile-an-hour projectile at your face.
right. Like, well, there's checks and balances.
Well, that's the one thing I agreed with is most of the unwritten rules are protecting the pitcher.
Right. A lot of them are. I think honestly the most important one that we've gone through so far, and it might be the most important one on the list, is do not bunt to break up a no hitter, because that's just a dick move. that's just a total dick move. Everything else is just kind of like you could just be kind of caught in the moment with everything else. Like
Yeah.
you could have a legitimate excuse.
Yeah, no, bunting to break that shit up, that's a Bryce Harper move. Don't be Bryce Harper.
Don't be Bryce Harper. The next one is do not swing at the first pitch of the at bat if the pitcher has allowed back-to-back home runs. I also don't agree with that. Like, you're just swing at whatever's available. Like,
Because the pitcher's a baby. Go ahead.
Right, exactly. There's ways around that. Sorry, getting a phone call. Do not work the count if your team is winning or losing by a significant amount. I don't. Again, everything is situational. Like, if you just find yourself in that situation, what the fuck are you gonna do? Like, some of these, I don't even know if I've never even heard of that one. Do not work the count.
I've never heard that. No.
I don't think that doesn't even seem realistic. Here's a good one. Do not rub the spot where you were hit by a pitch. That's just part of the gentleman's game.
Yeah, you just got to be a man.
Right. That's just part of the deal. Do not walk in front of a catcher or umpire when walking to the batter's box. Yeah, we talked about that one. Again, that's just kind of like a don't be a dick kind of thing.
No, I think that's very old school.
That is very old school. I mean, I don't even know. Like, yeah, it's also hard to apply to if you're a left-handed hitter and like you got to cross the box or something. You know what I'm saying?
But no, if you actually watch and when I was listening to this earlier today, like if you pay attention, nobody ever does that. Like
literally nobody ever does that.
They always walk behind the catcher and the umpire.
It happens.
Coming. No, it doesn't matter. Like, because I mean, right hand, left hand. Like sometimes you're on first base, sometimes you're on third base. As far as the dugout goes, like no, they'll walk where they walk, but they always walk behind the umpire.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's just a respect thing. It's all that is.
It's unwritten.
It is unwritten. Do not stand on the dirt near home plate when the pitcher is warming up. Yeah, that's just a dumb thing to do anyway.
Yeah,
I don't
do that.
Most of the time you go off and talk to your coach or something anyway, like while that's happening. So like I don't even know, like, yeah, that doesn't even seem like it needs to be an unwritten. I guess it kind of counts as an unwritten rule, but I don't even know. Like, that just doesn't even happen anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do not assist a member of the opposing team. I mean, I think there's probably exceptions to that rule. You know, if somebody has a heart attack on the field, I think you're allowed to go help save somebody's life. But
I don't think that's what they're talking about.
Also, it doesn't, like, all people pick each other up off the dirt all the time too. So like,
I don't think that's what it's talking about either. Don't assist means like that unwritten rule is I'm Chipper Jones and I'm best friends with Frank Thomas on the White Sox. I'm not gonna tell him that Glavine has his pitches script. Like I'm not gonna give up my secrets. I'm not gonna like tip the hand of the club.
Well, yeah, but that's just sportsmanship.
Right, but it's unwritten.
Do not speak to a pitcher who is in the process of throwing a no hitter. That's just that's a classic baseball thing. Just nobody talks to you.
Right. Well, thanks,
which is like
Brandon Gaudin. Thank you.
But what's funny about that is like at what point, like if you're like 2 or 3 innings in, like you're gonna be talking to the pitcher if you just happen to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the funny thing about no hitters is like you don't really know it's gonna be a no hitter until about the 4th or 5th inning. Because like at that point it's just because you can have a no hitter and everybody's hitting the ball, they're just getting out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you don't really know when it's going to start happening. Like it's not like that. Nobody talks to the pitcher at the beginning of the game until somebody gets a hit. That's not how that happens.
Well, usually pitchers that actually go through that routine and actually, pitch a no, they usually keep to themselves anyway. And
yeah, but I'm saying there is a turning point. Like every game starts off roughly the same way. Right. But at some point it becomes a no-hitter.
but the only exception I think would be the catcher. And
right. Well, yeah, because he's part of that team. It's pitcher catcher.
I mean the catcher gets the no. Nobody ever glorifies the catcher, but it's probably more the catcher than the pitcher, to be honest.
Well, I don't know about more, but definitely I would definitely agree to equal responsibility.
It's at least 50-50.
Right. It's at least 350.
It's at least 50-50 because usually it's a nasty ass pitcher that's doing crazy shit,
right?
And that catcher's gotten off his goddamn dick sucker and his fucking knees and actually blocks some Uncle Charlie's,
Right, exactly.
Like he didn't do it alone,
right? But to that point, there's 2 more, or there's 3 more, I guess. So for the pitcher, a pitcher who is removed from the game in the middle of an inning must stay in the dugout until the end of the inning.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that one.
I know that one.
That's more of like a pros thing because like when you're a kid, you don't have a choice.
That's more of a teammate thing.
Right.
And like, don't be a fucking dick.
Right. A pitcher should not indicate displeasure if one of his fielders commits an error. I mean, I guess it depends on the error. Like, I feel like sometimes they call an error where it's like if the guy's trying, then yeah. But if he's just being a complete total moron, I've seen pitchers get heated and be like, "Get your fucking head out of your ass," kind of shit. I've seen it happen.
Right. Like Chipper Jones running into Greg Maddux in his first professional game. Like, stop doing what you're doing now.
Right. Fix yourself right now. And then the last one is here.
It was another one. It was about not like batters or runners not yelling at infielders.
I mean, I guess that could be an unwritten rule, but again, that sounds like something that doesn't really happen anyway. Like most of the time,
A-Rod did it like 3 times.
Well, A-Rod is just a wonderful.
Where he was like he was a runner and it was a pop fly and he would just yell, "I got it! I got it! I got it! I got it! Mine!
Oh yeah, that's like Bush League shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing that?
Well, A-Rod is Bush League, but
I guess you're right.
He turned into a Minotaur, but that wasn't him.
The last one here though is do not discuss a no-hitter that is currently in progress. I mean, yeah,
we already talked about that.
Do you remember? Did you see that clip I showed you? I don't remember if we talked about it on the show, but I showed you that clip. I swear I showed it to you where it was the announcer. He like goes over to a game that's literally just starting on the MLB network, and I think it's like the Dodgers game, and I forget it's one of the Japanese pitchers. I forget because I think they have 2 of them. And he he says there is a no-hitter in progress, and the first pitch of the game he gives up a home run. Like you cannot make that shit up. It's actually hilarious.
Yeah,
like he's just making it. He's making a joke, like because it's the first pitch of the game. Oh, there's a no-hitter in progress, and then it's a home run. Like it could not have been fucking worse.
I'm telling you. Look, Skip Carey was the best about that. He'd be like, and we're up. We haven't seen any Dodgers runners today. However, it's quite a pitching duel. It's 8-0 in the 6th inning. And like, but he was so good. Like he knew that rule.
Oh, 100%.
You don't fucking do that. But Brandon Gaudin, like, he'll come up in the 3rd inning. He's like, well, Max Fried hasn't given up any hits today. And like,
right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, generally the rule is like, as long as you don't say that phrase, as long as you don't say no hitter, as long as you don't say perfect game, like you could dance around it and like get really fucking close to it. But like, who's that?
But Gaudin is like on the fucking nose every time. Like, he doesn't have any fucking sense.
He's been throwing a game where nobody's gotten a hit.
Yeah, no, he doesn't even dance around it. He really doesn't.
Right. He just fucking commits to it.
We're back in the 5th inning. Welcome back, Braves fans. Max Fried hasn't given up a hit yet. And it's like, no. Don't
so there's one more story. So hold on. Before just because we only have 10 minutes left, there's one more story I want to get to today, just in case. So Birmingham Southern is a D3 school that is went all the way through the tournament, went all the way through the D3 tournament. It is now playing in the D3 World Series today. Actually, I wonder what time game time is.
Without a school behind them,
right? So that's the other thing. So the school itself shut down today. It's closed. It's officially closed today.
Right, so like the dorms are boarded up.
Right. Exactly.
All the mini fridges and the hot plates are gone.
Right. Like, exactly. So hold on. Let me see the Birmingham Southern. Yeah.
Which I am a fan of a mini fridge.
Man, how can you? But yeah, so that's the whole thing. The whole thing's shut down. So they went all the way through the tournament. Like when school ended, I mean, usually the semester ends like the beginning of May. So like,
right. But it's D3. It's like, what are they going to stop sending them? Like a ham sandwich and a bag of Doritos?
Yeah, with the NIL collective bargaining agreement, they get like they get like 3 cents.
Right.
And a used condom.
Sorry, we're out. You guys are gonna have to get blowies without condoms.
Right. That'll cost more. All right, never mind. Here's your 20-cent condom.
Yeah, no, we're out of money. No blowies. Sorry. We can't afford the bareback blowies.
It's a whole fucking problem. So literally doors closed, they don't exist anymore, and they're playing today in the World Series game for D3. So hats off to these boys, for doing something quite incredible.
Tip of the cap for being D3 athletes. I really appreciate you guys.
Hey man, there's been some guys that have come out of D3, D2 in many pro sports.
We'll see you at a Food Lion near us.
Again, talk your shit, but there have been people that there are Hall of Famers who were D3, D2. I'll have you know.
Sir. Name 3.
A quick Google search will back me up.
Go ahead.
Athletes who were D2. I'll do one at a time. Top 10 D2 and D3 players in NBA history. So this is just one sport. Scottie Pippen. Bam. Ben Wallace. Bam. Dennis Rodman. Bam. Jack Sikma. Bam.
Oh, Jack Sigma. He's my favorite. I've got his rookie card.
Shut up. Terry Porter. Bam.
Woo.
Manu Ball. Bam. Devian George. I don't even fucking know how to pronounce. Duncan Robinson.
Woo.
Anthony Simons and Josh Maga. Bam.
Woo.
There's 10 right there.
Those NBA players.
Those were NBA players. I'm not a big NBA fan, so I couldn't tell you.
I'm not either. Go with MLB.
Well, I'm doing. I'm only going with what's coming up on the search. So
that's what she said.
She
said, grab a condom.
This is for football. Arlen Hill. I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Woo!
Danny Woodhead, also have no idea what that is. Jimmy Garoppolo, I do know who that is.
No, Danny Woodhead played for the Patriots as well.
Bam, there you go. Woo!
Woo!
Brian Westbrook.
Woo!
There we go. Zach Wiegert.
Woo!
Michael Strahan.
Woo!
Brian Urlacher.
First of all, Brian Urlacher.
Sorry.
Is one of the greatest middle linebackers of all time.
And he went to the University of New Mexico. So do you have anything you want to say about that?
Yeah, we're not talking about football. We're talking about baseball.
I couldn't fucking. This is just what came up. I don't. Here,
We'll pick the baseball
D2.
list.
Let me just. I couldn't find the baseball list.
I know because it doesn't exist.
D2 players who made it to MLB. Here we go. JD Martinez. Bam. Joe Ryan. Kevin Pillar.
Whoa.
Miles Mikolas.
Did you just say Kevin Pillar? You mean Kevin Pillar that was a Brave?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he got cut.
Well, there is that. But he still played pro. He's still made more money than we'll ever make in our entire fucking lives. Who else? Are there any standouts on this list? Nobody that's standing. I mean, Zach Kelly. Not bad.
Woo!
That's about it.
Woo!
A lot of pitch. It's almost all pitchers. There's one outfielder, two outfielders, and a catcher. Everybody else is literally a pitcher.
Woo!
So that's just the way it goes. Ozzie Smith.
Right,
Tim
30 years ago.
Tim Wakefield. Well, yeah, it's a fucking. Do you know how time works? Are you aware of the fact that things that happen over time?
Well, I am. And only anything after the year 1776 makes sense.
Exactly. Well, I'll tell you what. It happened after 1776. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Tim Wakefield. I do like Tim Wakefield.
I knew you liked Tim Wakefield. That's why I brought it up.
All right. So, what was Tim Wakefield famous for?
I don't remember. But no, you've talked about it before, but I don't remember.
No, he was a knuckleballer.
Oh yeah, that's right. You love a good knuckleball.
You know what? I do. It's
and
rare now.
And that's not a euphemism.
No, it's I mean
it can be.
It could be. As long as I'm wearing a condom.
No, Josh, no.
No, I would never.
Not the condom.
Like, you can get fucked somewhere else. I'll pay $20 on the street. Like,
right. You can eat it. I'll make it work.
I know, you like that. You really like that comment, didn't you?
I fucking do love that comment.
What was the comment? Bring it back.
It was, with the inflation, with the prostitutes, you'd think over time that they would just eat it. Literally. I go straight to the funnies.
I'm fine.
All right. Any closing thoughts? We're about to hit the chop shop.
Nope. I got a bunch of chops to hand out, though.
All right, let's hand them out. You ready?
Yeah.
The chop shop. So we're in the chop shop. The chop shop. So hitting that chop shop. So first chop, obviously Angel Hernandez. What a fucking guy. We'll see you later. Enough said. Move on. Next chop.
Welcome to the Dick Hall of Fame. Well, you'll be chopped for all eternity.
Every episode, we'll bring you up and chop the fuck out
of you. Bryce Harper,
chop. It's like on YouTube where they lead the list of their Patreon subscribers. We just read the list of the chops in the Dick Hall of Fame for all of eternity. Angel Hernandez, chop. Bryce Harper,
look, chop.
Double chop, actually.
Bop.
Who's next?
Blowjobs with a condom on.
Chop. That's a big chop.
That's a fucking chop.
That's a big fucking chop.
Don't do it, boys. You're better than that.
Yeah. Have some self-esteem, for God's sake. Pay that
Good
extra
Lord.
$20 and make it happen.
Call your mom.
You forgot to call your mom? You haven't called your parents yet?
Well, my parents are both dead, but
Well, that's a whole problem.
chop. Having dead parents, chop.
Oh, sorry, orphans. Sorry, orphan children.
Which,
chop.
by the way,
you get a chop.
No, I should bring that up because I fucking hate that because I'll never bring it up. It's like, say what you will, say what, like, call my mom, whatever, call my dad, whatever, do whatever. I'll never be the guy to be like, they're dead.
Well, if you deliver a deadpan like that, you might as well. They're dead.
Well, you know me, I could deliver it that way, but at the same time, don't do that. Like, don't ever say like, "Oh, that's not funny" because they're dead.
I'm like, I'd be like, yeah. So if they were alive, it would be funny. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Right? No, now it's funnier.
You just made it better.
Right? Chop.
And move along. City of Philadelphia. Chop.
Chop.
What else we got? I think that's pretty much it.
China. Chop.
Chop. Chop. What? You're dead now. You completely broke him. All I hear is every time the microphone moves. We're like the Blue Man Group on the fucking just beating the shit out of the microphone. Well, it's been a great episode, boys and girls. Subscribe, follow, give us money, buy shit. You know what to do. It's pretty much
money me
capitalism.
now.
Capitalism. Do it. You can follow us on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, whatever the fuck floats your boat. Find us there. Pay us